What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Versus. So, I believe this is episode 5. And I want to do a set of midfielders because I know I've done some attackers, I've done goalkeepers, I've done defenders. So now I want to jump into a couple of box-to-box central midfielders. You'll see me flipping between them right now. One is Luka Modric, who I bought for 72. He's more like 50 now. And this is Scream Tony Kroos. Now, he, last check, was going about 280,000 coins with that 5-star weak foot, which is definitely an advantage. Now, these two cards are both 90 rated. They both play for Real Madrid, so I thought they'd be kind of a good comparison. They both have very high passing and dribbling. They both have adequate defending at 72. Kroos is more physical than Modric is. Actually, that's probably an easier way to see it. Kroos has that one more pace. He has a bit better shooting. Passing is basically the same. Modric is a better dribbler. But they're pretty similar cards, though Kroos does have that shooting advantage and passing advantage. So he might be, and big physical bonus. So it actually is a better card. Now, is it, I don't know, what is that, almost 6 times as expensive? Let's take, or worth being 6 times as expensive. We will talk about that in just a second as I start going over the gameplay. There's, just a heads up, there's not a lot of gameplay highlights. All of my Kroos footage corrupted, unfortunately, and I don't have any of it, which is really unfortunate, and I apologize for that, but I do have some Modric footage. The rest of the video will be a little bit of game footage and then me talking through the stats, which I think is the most interesting part anyway, because that really shows you who the better player is. Now, before we get into that, I do just want to say thank you for everybody who's watching the video. I really appreciate the support on the channel recently. Just wanted to take the opportunity to say that. And yeah, so let's get into the gameplay, and I will talk about those two players right now. Alright, guys, so we are now taking a look at the Modric footage. You can see he is a good dribbler. He is good on the balls. The 4-star skill moves is helpful. He does break through there and get a nice shot off. The finishing isn't great. He does score some goals, but look at that through ball pass to Roberto Firmino. We're on the break there. Again, I apologize for not having the Kroos footage, but to be honest with you, there just wasn't a lot to show you from Kroos anyway. I make notes as to where in the recording I need to like edit to as I'm like recording the footage, so I make note of what minute of the game it was. And I had probably triple the notes for Modric as I did for Kroos anyway, so it was going to be a very lopsided highlight either way. So Modric there, look at where he comes from, bursting into the middle to be able to finish that goal. Really, really good box to box. He's exactly what you're looking for. He makes interceptions. He gets to that pass there, almost assisting Griezmann. My finishing does need to get better, but Modric is in good positions. Look at him tracking back here. Intercepts it nicely and then moves the ball out to our other central midfielder, who then starts another counterattack. This is a really long clip coming up here. So look, Modric gets the ball way deep. Frankie de Jong is carrying the ball forward, so Modric stays kind of as that holding mid. De Jong's still moving forward. He's making his run. Modric is off screen now. You can't even see him. Now he realizes we are on the attack. So he bursts forward. De Jong fills that holding role, and then we find him, and he scores that goal, which is really, really nice. That's what you're looking for out of that box-to-box midfielder. Holds until he needs to, sees an opportunity, bursts forward. Look at this over-the-top through ball to Dembele. He is free and clear in the middle. Unfortunately, he gets knocked off the ball, and we do win the corner. But yeah, really enjoyed playing with Modric, and I think these gameplay highlights show that. We're going to get into the analysis now. Alright, guys, so here we are in the analysis portion of the video. As you can see, Kroos is up top, and then we have Modric down here. These were the prices that they were when I recorded this over the last Weekend League. Again, all games are in Weekend League. So you can see right off the bat, look at the records. 2 wins, 5 losses with Kroos. 4 wins, 3 losses with Modric. Now, I'm a Gold 2 standard player, which means I win a little over half my games. I've been getting better, improving steadily, but you know, I'm working on it. But yeah, look at that comparison. 2 wins, 5 losses versus 4 wins, 3 losses. That's the first thing that jumps out to me. Second thing is, look at the goals scored. 3 goals to 0 goals. So that's definitely something that we need to keep in mind. 3 assists to 4 assists. Modric wins another category, which is interesting. Now, look at shots on target, 80 to 40. He also had double the shots, 10 shots to 5. Now, Kroos did have a little bit better passes completed and a slightly more passes, slightly less percentage, but slightly more passes in general than Modric. But both of them very, very high at 92 and 91%. Now, this dribbles completed actually shocked me. Kroos had 94 out of 100 dribbles completed. Modric had 94 out of 109, which means he lost the ball slightly more, which is interesting. But now defensively is where, because we're tracking box to box here. We want to track all of these stats. So we had 7 out of 10 tackles completed compared to 6 out of 13. Kroos missed over half of the tackles he attempted, while Modric got about 70%. Now, you extend that out to 30 weekend league games instead of 7. That's going to be a significant portion of the ball where Modric is winning it back, even though he lost it slightly more. Now, and then you look at interceptions in terms of winning the ball back. Kroos had less than half of what Modric had. Modric had games of 8 interceptions, 6 interceptions, and 4 interceptions. Kroos only had 1 game of 6. None of the other games did he get more than 2 interceptions, which is really interesting. So I think it's pretty clear that particularly defensively and offensively, honestly, because Modric had 7 goal contributions in 7 games. Kroos had 3 in 7 games. It's clear that Modric performed better. And because he performed better and was the cheaper card, this makes this episode of Versus very, very easy for me. So I'm just going to sit here and tell you that Modric beats out Kroos in this episode of Versus. Now, is Modric the best midfielder for that position? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I need to do another episode of Modric comparing him to a different card. I don't know. But if you guys have any suggestions for even positions or players or whatever you guys want to start seeing next, please just leave it down in the comments below. And I am happy to try to accommodate any suggestions. The more interaction we get with this series, the better it's going to be. Definitely. But anyway, I do appreciate anybody who's watching, anybody who's subscribing to the channel. And yeah, so that's going to be it for me from this video. Again, Luka Modric definitely claims that crown of best Real Madrid midfielder from Scream Tony Kroos. Actually, interestingly, this video will come out on Thursday. You will know that Modric has a 91 rated card. Now, obviously, that card is going to go way up in price. It actually hasn't been released as of time of recording. It'll be released in about 40 minutes. But you'll see on the video yesterday, it's a little confusing. I'm recording this before that card is released, but when it's released, you will have seen what the price is going to be like before you see this video. So I don't know if it makes sense. Video editing in YouTube's a little strange. But anyway, Modric will have a better card. So I will try to get my hands on that card, no promises, and see if he's significantly better than the gold version. But I'll certainly review him. You will have seen that already. If you haven't seen it, check out the video on the channel, Team of the Week 11 review. That's going to be it for me, and now I'm just babbling on. I'm going to shut it down here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And with that, I will sign off. Thanks. Bye.